Let's talk about something that a lot of people are wondering and ask me about. Does weed or marijuana actually help anxiety or OCD, or can it make it worse? Maybe you've used it to calm down. Maybe it's the only thing that helped you go to sleep. But here's the truth. When it comes to anxiety and OCD, weed is complicated, and it's not the magic fix it might seem to be in the moment. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like alcohol, it can be used sporadically without being unhealthy, and its properties can help with certain problems. But using it for the wrong reasons can perpetuate the problem and not heal it. First, let's talk about what weed actually does. THC, the psychoactive component in cannabis, can temporarily lower anxiety, increase relaxation, create a sense of detachment or calm, which sounds great if your brain is constantly on fire from obsessive thoughts and anxiety. But here's the catch. Long-term or regular use of marijuana will also increase paranoia and anxiety. It will heighten emotional sensitivity. It will make you more dissociated or disconnected, and it negatively impacts your ability to deal with life's uncertainties and discomforts. Marijuana may soothe symptoms in the short term, but for many people, it can actually reinforce the anxiety or OCD cycle, and here's why. First, you start to rely on it to avoid discomfort, which is exactly what anxiety and OCD feeds on. Next, you may start avoiding exposures or necessary triggers if you're always trying to stay calm. It can dull your insight, making it harder to recognize compulsions. And for some, marijuana actually increases obsessive thinking or makes intrusive thoughts feel more real. So instead of learning to tolerate discomfort and build resilience, you end up numbing or escaping, which might feel better in the short term, but it reinforces avoidance and makes anxiety and OCD worse in the long run. So is there ever a place for it? For some people, especially those with co-occurring conditions like chronic pain or insomnia, cannabis can play a supportive role. But for anxiety and OCD specifically, it's not the best long-term solution, and it often makes things worse for you without you even realizing it. Here are a few honest questions to ask yourself. Am I using it to avoid dealing with thoughts or feelings? Is it stopping me from doing exposures or doing the hard work for long-term treatment? Do I feel worse when it wears off? These are signs that it's not working long-term. OCD treatment is not just about calming down. It's about retraining your brain to deal with discomfort so it's easier to move past. I know this is a hard concept to grasp as somebody who's overcome anxiety and OCD, but this happens through exposure and response prevention, learning to tolerate uncertainty and discomfort, building emotional flexibility, and letting go of compulsions, not just numbing them. The goal of long-term OCD recovery is freedom, not just momentary relief, but actual empowerment. So is weed good for anxiety and OCD? The honest answer is no. I've seen so many people use it and not make any progress other than constantly numbing themselves, only to slowly get worse over time. It's more of a band-aid than a solution. And when you're ready for real freedom, you deserve something more than temporary calm. You deserve a life of freedom, strength, and clarity. If you want to learn how to break the OCD cycle without relying on avoidance or substances, check out my recovery programs in the link in the description. I promise you're going to thank yourself for it. And I'd love to hear from you if you've been using marijuana as a solution for your anxiety or OCD. Do you feel like it helped you recover and live a clear, confident life? Or has it been a band-aid that feels good, clears anxiety, but causes you more discomfort when you don't have it? If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe. Let's get long-term results together.